Well, finally I've got the new ram for my 4-post lift. $1,200 worth. Came on a big yellow truck. I don't mean the truck was yellow, I mean the company's name's yellow. They had to bring it in here with a forklift. You know, one of those pallet jacks. Now all I gotta do is lift it up here. So let's first of all get it unwrapped. And these are, well, they're plastic, that's good. If those were the steel ones, they're a little trickier to get undone. There, now all I'm going to do is lift it up. Now my theory is if I can just lift one end, get the other end in through this here, and the rope is just for my own safety. I guess we'll see how it goes, huh? I think I can lift one end. Yeah. Okay. Yeesh kebab. I wonder if it would be better off on the pallet. I think it would. You just stay there. Now, theory. Of course, it would get jammed, wouldn't it? Had to. Okay. Now let us I have no clue whether this will help. That's a theory. Okay. Just gotta try and keep the tension. Now, as a safety measure, tie this off here. And this really is just so I don't lose control of it completely, only partially. Right. Now, theory is to just get it up and in there. And if I push that in, hang on, let's think about this. If I lift this up and push that in, I'm only going to get it in a little way before the rope decides there's not enough. So let me give myself a bit more length. Okay. Now, it still shouldn't hit the ground if it drops. Hopefully it won't drop. This is the plan. Now, okay. Oh, losing my shorts here. Okay, I think I'm now at a point. Give this a bit more length. As you can tell from the huffing and a puffing, this thing's fucking heavy. Oh yes. A turn. Oh. All right. I can drag that along a bit further. Gotta be careful I don't topple over the other way, but it should be okay. I think I can now remove this. Sorry, you're probably not seeing anything. As they say, needs must when the devil drives. Right now, this goes in there. Right. Now. Right. Now all I got to do is put the end on here, connect this up, put the pin in, put the pulley in, get the cables in. Wow, wasn't that fun? Okay, now at least I can shut the garage door so that I'm not boiling my bum. Whew. Okay, as I said, cylinder's in. There's a big pin that goes in here. I'm going to move that back a little bit. Everything I have should be up on the ramp. And I can then fill it up with hydrophilic oil and get my lift back in action. I think I mentioned it before, and if I haven't, I'm about to. That little baby there is $1,200. When I bought this lift originally, it cost me $2,500. I believe they're about $3,500 now. So for the sake of $1,200, I've got a lift that's working again. Or at least I hope I do. It's given me good service, so I can't complain that I've had to spend a few $100s. Well, over $1,000. Hope you enjoyed that boring video. I'll show you it when it's all back together. Here it is. It is in place now. Had to do a bit of an adaptation here. The thread in the cylinder has been changed. I'm gonna have to watch this cable next to this hose and make sure it doesn't cause any damage. I can already see a rub mark there, so I think I'm gonna have to get a cable tie. Sorry about that. And pull this up out of the way somehow. Not quite sure how yet, but I'll do something about that, because I do not want that hydraulic hose to get cut through, and I can see a mark there, and that is not acceptable. So I definitely need to pull that up and out of the way, and that'll be easy. Everything here is bolted up good and tight. Once the system has bled, which is to bleed it, you just basically run it up and down a few times, and eventually you get all the air out, or you get all the air into the cylinder there, and then just let it settle. Takes a lot of fluid, this. The split pins there to make sure the ram pin doesn't come out. Make sure you get your cables lined up properly, and she works nicely. Now I can get back to doing some work. Really pissed me off when this was down. This has been down for probably 6 weeks, and I've had to send a number of my customers to others. And you know, I have a friend who is extremely good and looks after my customers for me when I'm not available. But you know, they may decide to go and stay with him, which that's not acceptable. All right, let me decide how I'm going to deal with this cable. Not sure yet how I'm going to do that. I might just wind that up a bit, wind this joint up so that it's up at an angle. Maybe that'll work. All right, anyway, so hopefully you found it of interest. I mean, it's a very small video. It's nothing special. It was just me struggling. So, as always, get out in the garage, do some shit. Okay, I couldn't deny you. Just giving it a bit of a turn. Look how it's done to the hose. It's taken it up there, out of the way. The only thing that this might hit will be this, and that's a lot stronger than a rubber hose. And I really don't think it will. In fact, why don't I put some tension on it? Give me a second.